I'm quite thrilled about this conversation I'm having with the person in front of me. It's the first ever time I am seeing him, even if it is virtually. When I say that, I mean one on one. Of course, I've seen him on the screen multiple number of times. I've grown up watching his work on television at a time when television had just started growing in India, and his roles always stood out. Another thing about him is that he's also a wonderful voice actor. And now, not that he has not done Hollywood before, this one just changes the game altogether. It is a completely new universe, and we otherwise know it and love it as MCU. I'm talking about Mohan Kapur on the show with me today. Hello.
Hello, Annie. Big fan of your show. Whenever I'm driving, I have to tune in. And in fact, your entire radio one, all of you are just so magnificent, and you're also distinct in what you all put out there in your time band. So since I've been an RJ too, I can completely appreciate the effort and all the hard work that you'll put in. So fabulous. And I'm privileged. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am completely honored. And I love the fact that you started off so long ago. And I think in a way, even if you did not go looking out for work, you're so good work came, looking for you. And you've just kept moving on. How has that journey been of all these decades?
Um, it's had its share of ups and downs. It's been tumultuous. It's been, it scared me at points saying that, yeah, I'm not getting good work or I'm not getting work at all. Or that, but I remember, who was it? There was some senior actor who had told me, he's saying, unless the job, that project, that character that you're doing embarrasses you and that you cannot face yourself in the mirror, then don't do it. But he's saying, otherwise, just keep doing. Jitendra had told me. He's saying, just keep working. He's saying, you never know what's going to turn things around for you.
Yeah.
So I thought that coming from somebody as senior and accomplished as him, that's the least I can do. So I kind of followed on that. But yeah, more often than not, I would refuse work. And then more often than not, I would not get work. So that damn thing continued. But, touch wood, I say, life has been kind to me. Work has been kind to me. The industry has been very benevolent and kind to me. I always managed to keep head above water. And as one always said that, sleep at night knowing that you've done a good job, and the rest you have to just leave it up to powers that be.
Nice. Very, very nice. And these words coming from you with an experience of over what, more than 3 decades easily in the industry per se is very, very good for everybody who's aspiring to be in this industry, because there are a lot of questions that even children still have, youngsters have, and people who are somewhere there in the industry continue to have, because one never knows what the future holds for you in this very unpredictable industry. And there you've kept moving on. You've not questioned what's come your way, but maybe you have picked things that have come your way. Have you had the liberty to do that, Mohan?
Oh yeah. Because either the role was not good, or the setup itself was not good, or the monies were not good. So it could be a variety of reasons. But there's been quite a few things that I have, refused, and a hell of a lot more that I have not got, even though I wanted to do those parts.
Right.
But whenever I've seen those things and I'm watching the movie or the show or whatever, and I suddenly say, hey, hang on, that dialogue sounds familiar. And then I remember, oh yeah, I had auditioned and that was the scene I auditioned for. But then when I'm viewing it and I realize that the person that the casting guys have put in that character has done a phenomenal job. And I always make it a point to message the casting guys and say, hey, you didn't cast me for that, you cast so-and-so for this. And I think you did a fantastic job, and that person has, excelled himself. So God bless, and, more power to you and to the person. So,
wow.
I think it's just fair to accept the fact that, that there are people who are better than you, and somebody can see that. And there are times when probably I say that, oh man, come on, I could have done that better. But that's okay. It's life.
I'm really glad you mentioned this, because typically in the entertainment industry, there's always this fear of either letting yourself down or giving yourself out there too much. You're just being so honest. I thought honesty didn't always work in such scenarios. You're telling me that you actually told them that you were so happy having the other person cast and they're so good.
Always.
I mean,
Always, always,
What are you
always,
made up
always.
of?
No, it's just, here's the thing, for if anyone's listening and who's aspiring to be an actor and who goes through the same, tumultuous journey that all of us actors go through
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
moments of insecurity and indecision. The most important thing, and I think it's also very important for you to be an actor, is be real.
Hmm.
Just be real, because who is an actor? I mean, okay, all the acting schools and all that, and blah, 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 blah. But life is your biggest teacher, man.
Yeah.
Your experiences in life is your biggest teacher. And keep it real. Just keep it real, because then you don't have to really work on things. And the more life experiences you have, the more you're exposed to characters, situations, moments. And you'll know once you get the character, people say, "Oh, what was your study for this character? And you did this." I said, "Nothing. It's just that I've done so much in life. I've met so many
Right.
people, had so many situations presented to me, good, bad, ugly, everything. So it's just fallen into place for me. So just be real, be humble, and hell, be honest at least to yourself. Yeah, if you can't be
Right.
to the world for whatever reason. So when you know that someone else is better, be honest. And then if you've got the grace, call up the person and say, "Hey, you were better." And it just
Yeah.
makes the world a better place to be in, where you appreciate everyone in your industry. When you say that he did an amazing job, man. So yeah, it's just a good
I
feeling.
think that is what the real meaning of collaboration is. It
Yeah.
means that you are in a safe haven. And despite the fact that there have been so many brickbats coming the way of the entertainment industry and just how things are in the industry, this
Yeah.
comes as such a nice sign of hope for anyone who has been there, for anyone who's wishing and hoping to get in here, and for those like you and many others who have been here for so long. I mean, you are mentors, you are people we look up to, you're people we really want so much to take from. And if you're saying this, wow, I'm really happy to be part of this industry. I always have been, but I think it makes it even better now. I have to ask you about the big project, the one that you're seen on the screen for a very, very big reason, and that is playing the father of Miss Marvel. So I think starting off with Miss Marvel itself, the fact that Kamala is playing this role, Kamala Khan, it's a Muslim, and it's open and it's out there. There's a Muslim girl, so there's a lot of inclusivity over here, of whether it is going against any sort of race, or putting an answer out there to everyone who's been doubting inclusivity back in Hollywood. She's playing this role, you're playing the father. How did it all come together?
So I my agent in LA, she presented me the script of Miss Marvel in August of 2020. I, as usual, thought I'm never going to get it, but lo and behold, I tested. We got it. All too much excitement, and I was happy. I was excited. I was intrigued that, oh wow, I'm doing a project in Hollywood, and oh wow, this is Marvel, the big Kahuna. Wow. But it never hit me. In fact, it never hit me till the series landed, on the 8th of
Right.
this month. And that's when I started, because everyone said, "Oh, your life's going to change. Your life's going to change." I said, "Arey yaar," because they are all newcomers. Okay, Iman Kaman playing Kamal. So they're all newcomers. They think, "Oh, life is going to change." I was like, "Yaar, I'm already my life will change. People already know me." So I mean, now, okay, they'll just say, "Oh, you've done a Miss Marvel project. Great, great. You played the father." I mean, fathers really don't get that kind of a adulation. But what I have got is insane. I'm like, and I remember telling my agent also, she's saying, "How's it?" I said, "I can just say one thing, that you'll be proud of me. I've not let you down." I said, "I think I've done a
Wow.
fair job. I've done a fair job. You won't be embarrassed. My industry back home in India won't be embarrassed about
Uh-huh.
me.
Uh-huh.
And my family will be proud of me." But when the kind of feedback and adulation came, in fact, just this morning when I woke up, I see messages from somebody who's created some major animation series and films and all that. His messages to me and all, saying that, she said that he's never seen anybody who's performed like this. The head of Marvel, Kevin Feige, says he's been around superheroes all his working life because of
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
producer, president of Marvel. He told me this on the red carpet and it blew my mind. He's saying that for the first time in my life, after watching you perform Yusuf Khan, saying, "I want to be a dad like you."
Oh, oh my God.
And that
Oh
was
my God.
some word of praise. And I was like, "Oh my God." And he said, "No, you really don't understand what you've done." He's saying, "All your scenes, the way you have done it," he said, "How do you bring this to screen?" I said, "I have not done anything. It's all your writers and creators who've given me everything. I just kind of put it into feeling. And so yeah, it's been amazing. What a journey, yeah, to you just think that you're doing a job, to having the whole experience of Hollywood and Marvel,
Right.
then seeing the thing released, the whole red carpet stuff in Hollywood and LA. So somebody asked me this thing that, so how, do you feel like you're living your dream? I said, I don't have the audacity to dream this. How can we have the audacity to think that I'll be cast in Marvel? Now, what I'm going through is the dream. This is the dream. This is the dream. I've not dreamt all this. It's not been there in my software. It's all
This is,
happening now.
I mean, the fact that Kevin said this to you, I think is the biggest compliment any actor could
Yeah.
receive.
Yeah.
And you've had the privilege of getting it. Wow, so proud of you and so happy for you, Mohan.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
the MCU, you're a part of it. It's a big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. And it may be now sinking in for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's starting. It's starting. Yeah.
We're all very happy and proud of the fact that you were there. And it also opens up doors for everyone else over here, like I mentioned earlier, who's looking forward to work not just restricted to a platform. Because even today, when it comes to cinema here in India, we're talking about a national film. We're not talking about industries anymore. Soon it will be an international film where we are, picking up actors from everywhere in the world. It's already started. We've seen Hollywood take a lead in that, and we know that's going to be the future. You are literally at the forefront of that future. Have you ever thought about it? How does it feel?
Um, yeah, when you talk about things like representation and all that, and Miss Marvel being the quintessential thing on representation or the milestone of that, yeah, then it feels really privileged. But there have been actors, bigger actors, from Amitabh Bachchan, Irfan Khan, Om Puri, Saeed Jafri,
Yeah.
Anupam Kher. So they're all there and they're doing a phenomenal job anyway. So, but yeah, if you talk about representation and Miss Marvel, so this is a big one because hell, the biggest production studio in the world, Marvel, has
Yeah.
chosen to say, we're talking about a South Asian community, a Muslim girl, immigrant family in New Jersey, and she discovers she has superpowers. So now, while everyone thinks that it is about superhero and all, yes, it is. But those who have seen the first 4 episodes that have dropped as of now, they'll realize that the heart of the show is not the superhero. The
Yeah.
heart of the show is this family. It's their cultural, milieu, their whole everything to do about this community, and it's just so fabulous. And I think that's what's winning people's hearts because they say, firstly, coming from Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, Marvel has Hulk and it has Thor and it has, Groot. Now, suddenly in that, you have a Southeast Asian family who says Bismillah before starting a car, who talk about Eid and they talk about family and they talk about, they're doing Bollywood dancing, man. They're dancing to Bollywood songs in a wedding. This is unheard of. 30 years in Indian industry, I've never danced on a Bollywood song here because of the
Yeah.
nature of the characters I got.
Right.
But here I am in Hollywood, my first project in Hollywood, in Marvel, and I'm doing Bollywood dancing, man. Where? And then somebody says, "Did you dream of this?" No, I didn't. I didn't dream of this.
I mean, you never imagined life coming a full circle like this on an international
Seriously,
platform, and that too in
seriously,
MCU.
seriously. It's beyond insane.
This
Yeah.
is so cool. Tell us quickly about your camaraderie with Kamala on screen, playing her father. How has that been?
Okay, so the first day we did a reading of episode 1 script with all the actors. This was way back in October of 2020. And I was literally, Annie, I kid you not, I was like this. I was gobsmacked hearing her read the part. And the
Wow.
minute we shut the script and saying, scene, I jumped up and I started clapping. And I said, Iman, you were born to be Kamala Khan. You were born to be Miss Marvel. And everyone started laughing and they say, oh, how sweet. Yusuf Daddy is playing his role and he's being so loving. So I said, no, I don't kid you. This girl is it. So when you say, how is it performing with her on screen? Look, here's the thing. Iman Vellani, who plays Kamala Khan,
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, she is Kamala Khan. In real life, she's a fan freak. She's a Marvel freak.
Yeah.
He lives and breathes Marvel. So everything about her is Marvel. And we were talking about that, these people know everything about everything. They know about Infinity Stones and this, that, and everything. So I just keep very quiet when these youngsters talk among themselves. They say, which one was better, Avengers, Endgame, or Infinity War? I'm like, okay, continue talking. I just listen. So she knows all that. So for her to get into Kamala, was literally wake up, get out of bed, come do your lines, get into costume, and she's on. She's
Wow.
just on. She was so organic for her. For me to play her father is just because, I mean, come on, look at her. She's adorable, right? She's adorable. So every time you look at her and you kind of just think, that feeling just comes, I just feel that. And yeah, it was just very organic. Literally, I mean, there are no words or descriptions or this, that for saying that, we worked on this, we did that, nothing. We didn't do any. Also, it was COVID time, so we couldn't really interact. We were all in our bio bubbles. We'd only be
Right.
shooting and then back in our houses in Atlanta. So there was no socializing. So the reason when people say that, wow, you guys are literally like a family, it's a huge pat on our backs because none of us work to it. Yes, we all come from the same South Asian kind of milieu. The boy playing my son, he's a Pakistani born and brought up in America.
Right.
Kamala Khan, she's a Pakistani born and brought up in Canada.
Right.
Zenobia, who plays my wife, she's a Parsi lady who's been in India all her life, but the past 32 years, she's been in New York. So I'm the only Indian. So, but when we all came together, we knew what we were talking about. The
Yeah.
fabric of this family was not alien to us. We
Right.
didn't need dialect coaches. We didn't, though there were all these people on set, but we didn't need it. Plus, they gave us the liberty to, like I call it, I say we garnish their script with some Urdu words.
Nice.
So we throw in
Nice.
some Urdu words, we throw in something. So I introduced this whole thing about beta, then they would say Ammi, Abu, and the son would, because the son's character is a very devout Muslim, so he'd go
Right.
into Bismillah and then he'd recite his ayats and all that. So it was just so precious that it all just kind of fell together. And in fact, when we did Captain Marvel 2, which is the Marvels, the feedback that Kevin gave me about that also, he's saying that, the research has shown that the film is great. Yeah, it's all boom, boom, boom. The soul of Captain Marvel 2 is the Khan family. Now that is saying a lot because now we've moved away from the Miss Marvel universe and
Right.
we've gone into the Marvels universe.
You just let out one of the biggest secrets that I think the fans were waiting to hear, and you've just so simply let it out. This is really cool. Captain Marvel 2. Yes, they're going to have Mohan in it.
Yeah, the Khan family will be
The
there
Khan
because
family.
Beti is doing now the galactic number as opposed to just Jersey.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. This is so cool. What are you looking forward to? Now, this is the one big project and is the first biggest project you could have ever dreamt of. Moving on, what's on your mind?
Somebody asked me this on the red carpet. What next? I said, I don't care if it stops over here. I've reached the end. I'm okay, boss. I'm very practical with things like this. I ended on a swan song. I'm cool. But no, from here, what next? In fact, my agent also asked me, she said, what next? I said, anything and everything. The world is the oyster. But I said, yeah, just remember one thing. We've done Marvel. So now let's not do trashy stuff. But at the same time, at the same time, let's not say, oh, that's only a cameo, so let's not do it. No. Let's not have any delusions of grandeur. If it's even 3 scenes, it should be fabulous 3 scenes where people say, wow, he moved from Yusuf Khan into this role and wow, he's done a good job. Yeah. Let's work on that. So she's saying, so give me some idea or something. I said, I don't know. Like I told somebody else also, I said, I'd love to do Irfan Khan's role from Life of Pi on one end of the spectrum. Right. On the other hand, I'd love to do Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal the Cannibal on the other end of the spectrum. So, and everything in between would be a nice, sweet little Yusuf Khan or whatever. Yeah, I mean, an actor cannot say no to anything.
Of course.
Everything. But yeah, what you choose is very important. Let's not take on silly stuff because life has set us a high benchmark.
Right.
So let's respect that.
What also has happened in the industry, what we've seen is the change, the approach of whether it is Gen Zs or millennials or even those who've been in the industry, is they do not want to be boxed anymore. The phenomenon of I want to be the star is also not there anymore. Everybody is looking for a good project. Everybody wants to have that wholesome experience of what you just explained. And I think that is the world. And that is what actually for an actor should mean the world. And you've shown people that in new light. And I'm so, so happy to have had this conversation with you, Mohan. So
Thank
proud
you.
again. Can't get enough of it. And I can only imagine what you may be going through when you're on set. Tell us about the future of Miss Marvel, also the series.
Oh, there are two more episodes left to drop, which leads to your sixth episode of the grand finale. So that's something you all should watch out for. And then after that, Miss Marvel goes into the world of her idol, Captain Marvel, which is in 2023.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so I mean, what I'm gathering is that season 2, the writing studio hasn't been initiated yet, because they'll see the trajectory of how Miss
Sure.
Marvel shapes out for the film, and then they will include that into this, because now it's on a different level, right?
Right.
So yeah, so that even we really have no clue, but we are very excited. We feel that there will be a season 2 now. We're very sure of that, and we're sure that. In fact, one of my directors was saying, he's saying that not only season 2, bro, we gotta do the film, Miss Marvel. So I said, yeah, let it all out.
The mystery continues. I love that. And last few questions for you. This is just a quick fire round, okay? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Asking you about movies will be silly. So I'm going to ask you about, say, music. What are the top 3 songs right now on your playlist?
Oh, it's been there for a long time. There is, I won't remember bands and all that, but there's that, I think it's Imagine Dragons, Thunder.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there's Imagine Dragons, Thunder. There is one Hindi song that I'm really freaking out on. It's from the Hindi film Kedarnath. It's called Kafirana.
Yes. It's
So
beautiful.
that's there, that one there. And then there is one old song by Bob Seger.
Right.
I'm forgetting the name of the song. Yeah, so it's from an old album of his.
Bob Seger, it is so cool. So cool. But we get it. You've got an eclectic taste. I love that about you. I guess that's really something about people who, think larger than life, more than literally living larger than life. And I like that about you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Travel. You travel the world. You're traveling quite a bit now. But if I were to give you an option of picking the ocean versus
Mountains.
I was going to say traveling to the moon.
Don't even waste time. Before you have finished that, I've already been on the trail in some mountains.
Okay, mountains it is for you. On the bucket list, 2 places that you want to take off in the coming few years. 2 places that you really
I want to do Northeast.
Uh-huh. Oh my God, everybody's got Northeast on their list. Literally everybody I'm speaking to.
It's so beautiful, and the people are so wonderful.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. So there's Northeast, and then there is further on, probably from there would be Ladakh.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Lovely. What is the one thing that really annoys you in people, and you wish you don't see that in people?
Oh, that they think that the sun shines out of their ass. I can't stand that, man. Seriously, get a life. There are much bigger and better things than to just. Yeah, this whole me, I me, myself. Like,
yeah. Have you done anything spontaneously lately?
Lately, no. COVID didn't allow me to.
But maybe at home you just.
Otherwise, I'm all about impulse.
Yeah, that's you, huh? As a person. Okay. Are you a morning or a night person?
Oh, I'm a 24-hour. I was just telling a friend of mine the other day in DC. She's saying that, when do you sleep? So I said, look, here's the thing. I hate sleeping.
What?
But if I'm asleep, I hate sleeping because I feel like I'm missing out on life. But once I'm asleep, I hate waking up. Yeah.
Well, that's Mohan Kapur for you. Has your world ever been rocked?
Rock? Oh, yeah. Every other day. when my cat comes and sleeps on my arm, my world is rocked. When I get a sweet message on Twitter regarding my work, my world is rocked. When I know that my mother is well, hale and hearty, and she's got no ailments of her age, my world is rocked because I feel everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally, my world gets rocked on day-to-day things because there's so much in the world that's so beautiful, man. I don't need catastrophic things like falling in love or getting a Marvel assignment or something.
Falling in love catastrophe. Wow, like the metaphorical reference.
Yeah, everything rocks my world. Everything.
Okay.
A happy stray rocks my world.
Nice.
Not seeing a sad elderly person, that rocks my world because I feel that they're being looked after. So it's
Okay.
small things, yeah, because that's what makes
Wow.
life up.
That is so cool. What's your favorite beverage quickly?
Coca-Cola.
Ooh, still at it, huh?
Oh my God. My dentists and my doctors, they say, "Won't drink alcohol, don't drink that." So I also listen to them. I also listen to them. But it's actually happened to me midway between a beer or a nice single malt. I suddenly lose the plot and I switch to Coca-Cola. And I just have to have Coca-Cola. It's something that is so addictive, man. I've got to stop it.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah, and the unpredictable part of you, actually. I think you seem to enjoy that more than anything else. You kind of thrive in it, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I've already asked you what you're looking forward to, and we are looking forward to a lot more work from you, both in India as well as in Hollywood. You've done us proud. Keep making us proud. We are always happy to see you on the screen. Keep up the good work, Mohan.
Thank you so much, Annie. It's been such a pleasure. And it's like a dream come true talking to you.
Ooh,
Uh,
thank
yeah,
you
yeah, of course. Yeah,
for
come
those
on.
honey-laced words.
Anybody who's into radio in our metro cities of Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Bangalore, all of us, everybody listens to Radio One, and it's our go-to radio station, man. Because otherwise, we only have the other stuff to listen to. So this is the saving grace. So please continue all the good work you're doing and play the music that you're playing. Otherwise, we'd have to kind of find our own playlists, man.
Yeah, I just hope we continue to be on your playlist every time you're driving
No, no,
around and even otherwise.
absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. You've been amazing. And
Thank you
I
so much.
hope to see you soon in person.
For sure, for sure. Be well,
Afternoon,
Annie. God bless you. All right.
afternoon
Bye
to
now.
Danny.
Thanks.
Back to music. Hold on. Can you say bye again? Sorry.
All right, Annie. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me. God bless you.